Hi everyone, my name is Ms. Chenard. I am your student's Algebra 1 teacher. So this class is Algebra 1 and it's a level 2 course. Just a few things about me that you might hear from your student throughout the year. I have 3 cats. I've been vegan for the past several years. Unfortunately, I'm a Giants fan. It's kind of been a rough season. I coach cheerleading at Hall High School and I am a huge UConn fan. So today we are going to be talking about how my class is graded, how my class is run, and how to be successful in Algebra 1. So I am doing grades using a total points model. So every assignment is going to be worth a certain number of points, and the larger the value, the more the assignment is worth. So homeworks are typically 5 to 10 points, whereas our assessments are going to be in the 50 to 100 point range to show that the assessments count as a much heavier amount of the total grade. The way my classes run, I try to keep the same structure each day just so that kids have consistency and they know what to expect when they come to my class. So for each class, students should have their notebook. They should see their assignments through Google Classroom, and their cameras should be on when they come to class. As kids come in, I always like to ask them a fun question. So the other day, the question was, "Do you like frosting or not?" Believe it or not, frosting on cakes is a very controversial topic amongst teenagers. I was shocked to find out because I just assumed everybody loved frosting. So having the cameras on allows us to kind of build that sense of community even through this virtual learning. Typically, we're going to be taking notes as a class to start off. Students are expected to participate when I call on them, and there will be at least one opportunity throughout the class for them to participate, and there is a participation component of their grade. They earn 1 participation point each class. Notes and videos that are covered during class are provided to the students after class. So they are able to access that through Google Classroom if they need to revisit anything or if they aren't sure if they wrote everything down. Those are available each day. After that, we normally complete a practice assignment. Sometimes it's individually, sometimes it's as a whole group. And then we always wrap up our class together, just kind of reviewing what we went over for the day and what the expectation is between this class and the next. And then students will often have 30 minutes of homework after each class to go over and just review the learning for the day. If homework starts taking an unusual amount of time, like over an hour, that would be a good point for the student to stop and email me just to let me know that they are having trouble with the topic. And so the ways to be successful in my class are to utilize all the available resources. So looking at the previous notes, I have my own YouTube channel where I make videos on how to go over each topic specifically so they can utilize that. And then there's lots of resources online. They have an IXL account. Khan Academy is a great resource. So it's really important that students are starting to find the way that they learn math best on their own. But I'm also available for extra help. It's important because I split my time with the remote learning school and at King Philip Middle School that students email me to set up a time to meet just because I'm kind of living in 2 worlds. So I will always find time to meet with them, but it just may be a little bit tricky to schedule that time. Communication between home and school is always important, and I will always reach out to you if I have any concerns. So my hope is that you will be checking your email and just reaching out to me as well if you're having any concerns on your end. And then my favorite word is always perseverance because things get tough sometimes in math class. And it's important that students are able to push through that challenge because that's really the life skill that math teaches us is that even when we don't understand something the first time, we can push through and persevere to get the assignment accomplished to accomplish our goals. And that's the lifelong lesson I like to teach kids. I wanted to take a quick moment just to talk about Google Classroom. You may have seen this already, but I just want to show it to you so that we're all on the same page. I think home and school communication is essential with remote learning. So having you see this, your students have seen this, will just help tighten up our communication. So this is a way to help students advocate for themselves since they're in high school, but also gives you a way to still hold them accountable. So the first part of Google Classroom is the stream. So this is my Google Classroom. We'll see the stream is the thing that automatically opens up when you open up my Google Classroom. This is for announcements only, but it does tell you any upcoming assignments that the students have due. So that's a helpful feature. The classwork tab is where all of our assignments are going to be posted. For me, I do it by week. So you can see for this week, we had a lesson, our first lesson. I do an overview for every lesson that has all of the notes, the videos, the activities for the day in one place. From there, each assignment is broken out individually. So that day, the kids had to do a notebook check. They had to post a photo of their notes for the day. They had to do a practice in class, and they had to do a homework assignment that night. Um, Notice how these are all dark circles, the color's dark. Once a student's done with an assignment, it'll turn a light shade of gray. So that's a really great way for kids to keep track of what assignments they've done versus what they haven't done. Another great feature is the to-do list. So if kids go to the home page of their Google Classroom, there's a to-do list. It will show them what assignments they have coming up due for all of their classes in one place. So it's kind of an agenda. And then it'll also have any missing assignments. So I just find that's a really great way to help kids stay organized with their assignments. You'll also notice on the homepage, anything that's due for that specific class is going to show up there as well. So it's another great way for kids to keep track of the assignments they have for each class. And assignments in Google Classroom are named pretty much the same as PowerSchool. This little guy right here with the bookmark, that's a material. So that's just something for the kids that they don't have to complete. These assignments with the lines on them and the box, those are the assignments students are responsible for. So what you'll notice is these were the 3 assignments for the week of 9/14. And so if you look in PowerSchool, this is how it looks. Week of 9/14, lesson number 1, practice. So if a student had a missing symbol right here, it's a little exclamation point, that would indicate that they didn't turn that assignment into me or that it was not complete. And so easily they can go to Google Classroom, find week of 9/14, they can find practice for lesson 1, and they know this is the assignment that they have to still complete. Same thing here, week of 9/14, lesson 1, homework. Week of 9/14, homework for lesson 1. So they're named similarly so that it's easy for parents and students to locate any missing assignments. And so that's all I have to catch you up to speed about my class. I look forward to meeting you at our open house for any other specific questions you may have. Thanks for your time, and it's been great working with your student. I'm looking forward to a great year with them. Take care.